Hello my friends and welcome to episode 3 as we head into Milan. We've got a couple of new parts. Actually we'll take both of them just now. And with this one we'll get the plus 10 on race trim and stuff. Doesn't look like it's going to rain. We are on a... how many laps? I've got no idea how many laps this is. So let's change setup and go with 21 laps for session length. Medium tyre, 9 laps. I'm set for mediums, which is annoying, and we're never going to get enough fuel out of the car, which is really frustrating. We'll go fuel burn and push. Couple of mixed strategies there. Frankie starting on pole again, so let's see how we get on for episode 3 in Milan. As we look forward to this race, Frankie falling down to second already, Santana holding on to fifth. We will follow Frankie again because he's the lead driver at the minute. We'll try and follow our lead driver whenever we can, although Santana on a much more aggressive strategy, I imagine, will pass him pretty quickly. Indeed she does. So we are now following her, but she is also following through the pack. New gearbox, new suspension. Not really making much of a difference here. Hopefully we can, max these parts out as quickly as we can. But this is a track where we are going to struggle. It's a, very much a car-based track. We looked targeting to pit on about lap 7 here with Santana. Whether it's Frankie, we're just kind of let him run till he runs out of fuel kind of thing. Although not seeing a huge difference in terms of pushing fuel to fuel conservation from Santa Ana to Frankie Kinney here. But it'll be 7, 14, 21 really the plan for in Santa Ana. Frankie Kinney, I guess we just go for one sort of long session with the mediums and see how he gets on. Try and do a stop less kind of thing, although he is dropping drastically back on his teammate on the different strategy. Maybe he would benefit from a bit of rain, but it doesn't look like it's for coming anytime soon. We are starting to see those difference in fuel now. Maybe it does get an extra couple of laps out of those. Medium compound tyre is in Santa Ana now, going past Dembele in her race with ZRT, doing very, very well. She does now have the racer trait. She gained that between the last race and this race, which gives her +2 every race. It's +2 on every single stat. It's crazy good stat to have. Hopefully she can use that to her advantage. Keep feeling like there's raindrops here, but indeed there's not. We are going to pit for another set of softs. We will max out the fuel. Part condition all looks very, very good. She does obviously have nurse and whatnot for part condition boosts. But Ines Santana will now come in to stop here. We do have another gearbox coming in pretty soon, and that's where we're going to make our big gains this year, is gearbox if we can afford to, and then we can focus on the parts that will be for next year in terms of the big jumps with the illegal parts that we will not put on the car just now because it's not worth it. It's such big gains next year. Frankie Kinney back running in 4th between the pit stops just now, which is pretty solid. I don't think we get another lap out of him after this one. Maybe we do. Whereabout are we on track? Yeah, we get another lap out of you, son. We do indeed get another lap out of you, I think, here. As I've just been disconnected, which is why I went there. Got disconnected from Steam, and it minimised my game. Problem is, we're only getting an extra 2 laps. I think we still go for it. We might can squeeze a bit more out. We do have to repair some parts here if we're going to go to the end. So it's a long pit stop for Frankie, unfortunately. I was supposed to put him in at the end of the next lap. That sucks. We would have got another lap out of him there. And that would have been a big help. We will bring him on to medium tyres this time around to make sure we do get those times, because tyres were more of an issue than fuel there. Santana in 17th doing a very good job. As you see, sponsor objective is now 10th as well. That previous sponsor objective expired and we went for money up front again, which allowed us to build that second gearbox that I was on about. So we are really pushing on the gearboxes just now, and I think we can just about afford the next one as well after this race, although it will be close. But Santa Ana really pushing through here. We've got another 2 laps on her strategy, which is good. We can actually go into overtake mode for these 2 laps because we've got such excess fuel on board the car. She's done very well at managing that. Whereas Frankie Kinney needs to really make 6 laps of fuel last 8. So that'll be interesting to see how well he manages that. But I don't want him making another pit stop because that's where he's going to gain any points that he possibly can. And if he can finish above the ZRTs, we might have a chance of, you know, having some work in the thing, in the championship. But here we go. We'll go for 8 laps, it's saying. I'm a bit surprised at that. Won't even let me fill right up here. That's all fine. So pit. Please blue flag for Frankie Kinney. That will slow him down a bit in his chase down of Dembele. But hopefully Dembele won't need to stop again. We know that. Santa Ana comes in for her pit stop. Will Frankie catch up with her? Because that'll be the interesting part here. Now obviously he's had such a long pit stop with the 2 car repairs that I can't see it happening. In fact, not even close really, is it? Still 20 seconds behind his teammate, but on a vastly different strategy. Oh, whoa. High overtake mode, please. You can just sort of stay in that, and you can just keep charging away. Good job in a Santa Ana in 16th place. Can we move up to 15 through pits? Maybe not. But, you know, maybe Frankie Kinney can gain places through pit stops, because Dembele is jumped 1 through a pit stop, so we're not finishing last right now. Valdez crashed, but, you know, that's fairly irrelevant. We need a few more crashes and breakdowns to get even close to our sponsored objective. In fact, Frankie Kinney, considering he had something like a 50-second pit stop, actually had a fairly solid race here, all things considered. So let me know what you guys think of this series so far. You know, this is episode 3 now. I'm obviously trying a bit of a different editing style, just coming with the races only for this series, but you know, I want to make sure it's working for you guys. I can show the in-betweens if you prefer. Let me know, and I will readjust for next season. I'm recording ahead as I always do. Many of you who's followed the channel for a long time will know that I do that. But also, so many of you that do watch my channel don't subscribe. You're not subscribed. You just watch the channel on whatever basis that you want. So, you know, why don't you hit the subscribe button and maybe even ring that bell as well while you're there, and hit like button, because that really helps the channel as well. Or if you didn't like the content for whatever reason, hit the dislike button. But if you do that, please let me know down in the comments down below what we can improve on, because I'm trying very hard to improve the content that I bring to you. As we come towards the end of this race now, we've got 2 laps worth of fuel on in Santa Ana. She is she on the lead lap actually here? I wonder. She is indeed, she is on the lead lap. So that's good. And oh, poor Frankie Kinney. He wasn't finishing last. Has he got enough fuel to... He doesn't. No, maybe he does. Please have enough fuel. Please have enough fuel to... He doesn't. Oh, about 200 yards off the finishing line. That was unlucky. Santa Ana finishing. They both said that sucked, so that's not ideal. We didn't have a competitive car though. Frankie ran out of fuel and only finished 4 seconds off and not finishing last of the running order, so that's good. And Ines Santa Ana done fairly well as well. I would call that a fairly solid race from us, all things considered. you know, we are making progress. As I said, I'm not going to invest any money in the engine this year because it's just money wasted. Hopefully, we do get that stock engine for next year. We're only 4 points behind ZRT now. That would have been one less, I think, if we managed to hold on to 15th there, which is a shame. But, you know, nonetheless, we're catching up with them. We're competing more than what I suspected we would this season. We could only have dreamed of finishing 10th. Driver morale should take a hit here. Oh no, it does go up indeed. 1.2 million, as you see, we had 200,000 in the bank, so that tells you exactly how much we're putting in. I'll show you all the parts we've built so far. Before we go, we have got the 2 brakes that you've seen. We're now improving that because I remembered we could do that. We can't show you that just now, but we're improving reliability as well. We've got the new gearbox, we are building a new one. And we've got 2 suspensions. Again, we can't really make any real progress with that just now. Again, I can't show you that just now either because we've got another gearbox getting built. But as you can see, we are, you know, still bottom in literally everything. But hopefully we can start moving forward sponsor wise. This is all our sponsors, so we get 350,000 there, 200,000 there, 85,000 there, but that was an upfront payment of 450,000, which over 4 races meant it was worth more than those that were paying more per race. And we get a new contract very, very quickly. These ones were all really upfront payments, as you can see, 2 million between those two, and 750 there. So I think that was fairly worthwhile going for us. Okay, that wasn't ideal. I was kind of hoping for improvements there, not negatives. But we'll finish there, guys. That's the end of episode 3. Tune in next time. We will be at Tondela in Portugal for episode 4. Hope you enjoyed this series so far. Hope you enjoyed the episode. If you did, hit like, hit subscribe, and leave a comment down below. And I'll hopefully catch you all next time.